I'm gonna tell you the story about the red teeth. Of course she has a story about something related to teeth. Part 3. Red teeth. Okay. Again. You tell it all the time. Because the story is legit. Aunt Zina had been in the camp and she saw it with her own eyes. If you have already heard it, why don't you go to bed, huh? I think she should go to bed, you know. Tell it, Nastya. Me and Stas have never heard it. It happened a long time ago, when Auntie Zina was just a girl studying in a primary school. It happened. One summer she went to a camp which was far away from home. And one of those days something terrifying happened there. Someone had stolen all the food from the camp, every single bit of it, including breadcrumbs. The principal went out to get food at the local city at once, which was far away from the camp, while children were left with no food for the rest of the day. Those who had brought some food had to share it with their roommates, but most of them had nothing to eat at all, so they drank more water in order to full their stomachs. Imagine how big the line to the restroom was. Lol. Lebao. Having no food for a day? Child's play. Easier said than done. Don't interrupt her. Keep going, Nastya. And so Auntie Zina had to go number 1, but all the restrooms were occupied. She headed to nearby bushes. After she sat down, she heard a weird noise. Weird? Well, I think it sounded more like a German accent. She heard a weird noise like a dog was chewing on a bone. She sneaked up to the bushes and saw a girl eating something. Auntie Zina shouted to the girl. As the girl turned around, she saw that the girl had... Ah! Shouts, the red teeth! Eee! I imagine it to be like... Claps her hands. Well played, Nastya. It turned out that the girl had found a pack of cranberry jelly and wanted to have it all to herself in the bushes. Her nickname was the Red Teeth till the end of the camp. And who stole the food? I don't know. Aunt Zina has never told. Nice job, Nastya. Quite a scary tale. For real, Sasha? Who's next? I am. But I must warn you, the story is so scary that I couldn't sleep for a whole month after I heard it. What a wimp. What a wimp. It's supposed to be ASMR with the whispering. What a wimp. Not sure if it's gonna work, but let's see in the editing. The story is about the Black Hands. Ooh. Part 4. Black Hands. The very same? Precisely. Squeezing Stjopa's hands. I don't know how to squeal, so let's say it's gonna be. Always relatable. She's like to everything. What am I even doing here? Those cities, screw them. I'm going home. Fiddles with a candy wrapper, huh? My classmate was there. He saw the Black Hand, and he wouldn't lie about that. 2 years ago, my friend David, well, in Russian it's David, so let's say it's gonna be David. 2 years ago, my friend David went to a camp. Only the A students from all over the country could be in the camp. David? Yes. David Schnippelson. Do you know him? No? Why didn't you go there? I didn't want to. Or you weren't good enough. Nah, not worth much, I see. Ah, ha 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 ha. I see what you did there. What? Oh man, the facepalm. I think after all the facepalms I will do, I will have not only my teeth red, but my whole face red. So the camp was surrounded by a tall fence. Guards were on watch 24/7. No intruder had the chance to get inside. The adults keeping watch outnumbered the children. And all of a sudden, things started going missing in the camp. Sounds like a gulag. Nah, just kidding, not really, but like, what the hell with all the guards? It was small at first. Badges, candles, pens, and crayons. No one cared because it was normal to not return things amongst geniuses. But then money, books, even clothes were disappearing. Only then they realized that there was a thief or maybe a band of thieves working in the camp. For not only children had been robbed, but adults as well. Guards had been trying to catch the thieves at first, but once they failed, they called the police. The police had been staying in the camp for a week, setting up traps, interrogating the staff, but for no avail. Meanwhile, the stealing continued. One day, guys from the troop had found a way to reveal the perp. They secretly rigged up a TV camera and set it up in their room. No one else knew it was there. They placed a wallet in front of a camera, hid in the next room, and watched the wallet through the TV. Soviet reality show. They had been waiting for a long time and got tired of keeping watch. They got interrupted and missed the moment when the wallet was stolen. Oh wow, it had been there just a moment ago. The next night, they installed a recorder in the room with the camera. In the morning, they placed a video game instead of the wallet and got back to their activities. In the evening, the video game was gone. The recording they watched showed them a black hand appearing from nowhere, taking the game and vanishing into the air. The guys ran out looking for adults, leaving one of them to guard the camera. But once the police came back along with the guys, the recording was gone. The camera was broken and the boy was dead, with black fingerprints all over his neck. The police didn't believe the boys, suspecting them as the murderers. The boys were arrested and driven to separate rooms. But the next morning they were found dead, with the black fingerprints on their necks as well. The entire police department had been assembled in the camp. Scared parents were taking the children back home, while those kids who stayed tried not to be alone. The stealing didn't stop. Now it was furniture, chairs, shelves, even couches. The Black Hand had gone mad and it was stealing everything. When a girl went missing, 3 of her friends from a chemist's club got up to take their revenge on the Black Hand. They built a bomb, planted it in a drawer, and asked David to install a detonator so it would trigger as the drawer opened. There was nothing to it. All he had to do was... whatever. What was next? In a couple days, they heard an underground explosion somewhere around the camp. Excavators had been brought. They dug through and found an abandoned bomb shelter stuffed with stolen things. And in the middle of the explosion, they found a piece of some equipment and a boy's body torn apart with the explosion. Identification was hardly possible. His hands were black with paint. The body parts were taken away by the military as well as the equipment. They promised that no one would ever tell a thing. Yet, you tell the story. What? Okay. My candles are gone. The black hand took them. Oh wait, my candles. My candies are gone. The black hand took them. Relax, Nastya. You ate them yourself while you were listening. True, really? I didn't see that coming. Boy, you're noisy. Fine, now you're gonna listen to a real story. Hold on, it's Ola's turn now. How come? Really? How? Because we don't have any more candy. Does it have something to do with candy? Ignorance is bliss. Begin, Ola.